Today we're delving into the history of the Iqaluit and Frobisher Bay areas. While the Ice Age here only came to an end about 7,200 years ago, archaeologist Tim Rast has discovered that the area has been almost continuously inhabited during the last 3,000 years. We are here at the location where the Sylvia Grinnell River empties into Frobisher Bay, and it is an exceptionally beautiful area. Archaeological digs at a site named Crystal 2, right here along the shore, resulted in findings of spear hooks, harpoon arrows, and hooks, as well as fragments of bone from the Dorset people who frequented the area from 800 BC to 1300 AD. Followed by the Thule people, 1300 to 1500 AD, and then finally the Inuit from about 1500 until present. The cemetery at Apex, or Iqaluit, is also of historical interest. As we walk down, you notice that there's an arch at the end of the path. This arch is made of two jawbones from bowhead whale. This carries significance in Inuit culture. The bones used to be used to build the structures of the shelters, since there's no trees to use around here. But the arrangement is also a sign of good luck. It meant that the hunt was successful, that everyone made it back safely, and also wishes luck on future endeavors. Of course, another great way to discover history is the local museum. We are here at the Nonata Sunakutangit Museum, well worth a visit, so let's go inside. Here, the story of Martin Frobisher is well documented. His objective was to find a trade route to China and the Far East. In 1576, his first expedition suffered a leaky ship off the coast of Scotland, and another sank during a storm. Another turned back to England during a violent storm, and one was forced to stop due to ice in the mouth of now Frobisher Bay. Some rock was collected and thought to contain gold ore. In 1577, on his second voyage with a much larger fleet, he encountered violent storms, again reached deeper into the bay, but were sidetracked again by ore, and some 200 tons were brought back to England, and however, local exploration remained fairly minimal. In 1578, Martin Frobisher on his third voyage, this one was the largest yet. During a storm, one ship was wrecked on an iceberg, and the rest of them were forced into Frobisher Bay to the strong winds. They made it 60 miles into the bay, which is about 250 kilometers long, and it was thought to be a possible route to China. More ore was collected and shipped back to England. However, it was later found that none of it was of any value. In the 1800s, the area saw lots of commercial whaling, and it wasn't until 1861 when explorer Charles Francis Hall was told by Inuk Kujes that the strait that Frobisher had discovered was in fact a bay with a dead end. In 1914, Hudson Bay Company, established in 1670, opened a trading post 48 kilometers east of Iqaluit. The buildings were moved around the bay quite a bit, but settled here in Apex in 1949. You can see the buildings in their current location. If the museum building appeared to be built like a Hudson Bay Company building, it's not by coincidence. Even the museum used to belong to a trading post. The Norwegian ship Minna sank in 1974, and this is a lifeboat that washed up ashore. Locally, it is known as the Big Red Boat.
Walking on the ocean floor, Frobisher Bay at Apex.
Interesting rocks to pass. I think the tides are going out.
Yeah, it looks like it.
This is almost the height of low tide.
Mm-hmm. Tides here change by about 30 feet, and they're the second highest in the world.
Between 1955 and 1957, the U.S. Air Force built a large base here to protect North America from bombers and missiles coming across the North Pole. An extensive defense early warning system was built as part of the Polar Dew Line. We are here at one such station, several kilometers north of Iqaluit. The U.S. Air Force left the area in 1963 and 64 and was then taken over for a while by Canadian forces. The Dew Station is built in an area that has great visibility, particularly to the north, and you can see for miles in all directions.